support or autonomy statements, and those are kind of hard, and a lot of times people don't hear them because they are addressing people's not only their right to choose and things like that, but also times in the past when they've made good decisions. Oftentimes it's about catching people doing what they've done right in the past and helping them resource that. And
okay, the exercising control would be the subtitle of that. Exercising control under MIA. Is it the same as autonomy support?
No, not really. It's so autonomy statements might be something like, you know, you mentioned that you got through, and while you were in prison, you got your GED, which a lot of folks just would have been doing their time, but you took that time and you made something of it. And that says a lot about you as a person.
Okay. So, if we can break it down, autonomy, auto, self, staying optimistic.
Yes. Pathological optimism.
Okay.
And then also the ball's in your court.
Right. And it is up to you. However, we are there to stay optimistic and to lend them hope without cheerleading. Right. Because they can do it.
Right.
And if there's a way that we can let them know they can do it, have done it.
And that's if they want to do it at all.
Because
right. Because it's really okay. That's one of the most powerful things, is to let them know that it's okay to make a decision, to not make a decision. So I think that's Mia. Boy.
There's a lot of Mias.
Yeah.
There's a lot in Mia.
Okay.
But once we're good at it.
Okay. So then
we go to our...
How about Mina next? The onion.
The onion. A Mina is exactly what we would not want to hear if we were the client. Shaming, criticizing, ridiculing, directing, and it's not to be confused with direction, which we will explain later,
right.
But directing, and in essence, telling the client what they have to do. Advising.
Restating negative information. Humiliating. Shaming.
Let's...
Tone counts here.
Let's give an example. Oh, tone counts. Let's give an example for our audience about restating negative information.
Yeah, because oftentimes this is what happens with amplified reflections.
Okay, I will give you some negative information.
Well, I could just, if you don't mind, I could just do an amplified reflection and change up the tone.
I don't mind at all.
Okay.
Good Mia. With my permission.
So, you don't have any problems at all with drinking?
No, not in the least.
You don't have any trouble at all with your drinking?
Well, I wouldn't say that. Okay. I mean, I wouldn't say that.
So tone counts.
Right.
Tone counts.
Tone counts always in Mina. And that's why it's important to really use our eagle ears.
Our little eagle ear.
And listen.
That's right. And also not asking permission before giving advice, which a lot of people... I always feel kind of bad giving them Minas for doing that. But anyway, it does get a Mina.
I was on the bus the other day, Dr. Jackie, and a man came in and he just smelled so bad. It gave me so many, it revisited so many bad memories for me. You can go ahead and
you want to
give me information without asking permission.
Well, you should just stay off that bus.
I didn't ask you what to do.
Okay.
I was just telling you about...
I was thinking about the guy.
Yeah.
So anyway.
So just stay off the bus. I never asked you.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. So...
I think that's what a lot of folks have trouble with, is that the giving information... without asking permission.
But they don't get taught good ways to ask it.
Right. And we will teach them good ways.
Yeah. Okay, so what do we put our little
okay,
away.
So that's shaming. Yes, we know that. All about me now. So we've got, you've got the closed question.
I do. Okay, closed questions. What's your favorite color?
Yellow.
When was the last time you used heroin?
An hour ago.
So closed questions are anything that can be answered with a yes or no, or a very limited array of answers.
On a scale of 1 to 10, 0 being it's very important, and 10 being not at all, where would you put that?
5. Closed question.
Right.
And then the follow-up question.
Well, what
will be an open?
Would be an open question. Yes. Okay.
So you could ask me.
I think I had that backwards.
No,
no,
because it would be where's your open question. So what would it?
Well,
so
what did you?
Yeah, it's a 5.
5. Well, why are you at a 5 and not a 0?
Well, because it's very important that I eat all my vegetables to get healthy, and because I'm diabetic, and they told me that I should do that, and also I want to lose some weight.
Those are all great reasons.
Good. All right, so that was good too. All right, so that's a good example of an open question. So open questions also, wanted to say a little bit more about open questions.
Okay, an open question would be, it seems to me that open question is, you talked about the fact that you wanted to eat healthier. Tell me a little more about that.
Well, blah, 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 blah. So that is and that's a great example of the only statement that is actually not a question that does get coded as an open question.
Because of inflection of voice.
Right. Tell me more about that. Right.
I will give an example of an open question that does go up at the end.
Okay.
So I'm thinking that you wanted to eat more vegetables. Is there certain types of vegetables that you like more than others? Can you tell me more about the different types of Nope. Can would be a closed question.
Right, you just stacked them.
I stacked it. Let me try it again.
Okay, that's because people overthink this.
Yes.
Because they think these poor little closed questions have cooties, and they don't.
Oh, no, they don't.
They're yummy little yellow
they
peppers.
get so much good change talk.
So anything with how might you do that, what...
Yeah, so how would you go about getting more healthy vegetables into your diet, Jackie?
Well, I guess I could buy those little packets of snacky type little vegetables and bring them with me and eat them like when I'm in the car or something like that.
So have them on you all the time.
Yeah, something like that.
Throw them in your purse.
Right. So, and that actually, throw them in your purse is a really good example of a simple reflection. Actually, that's a complex reflection. Where's your complex reflection?
Yum! It's the avocado that so many people don't think about putting on their salad, but boy does it add.
I love it.
It adds texture, it adds taste, it adds nutrition.
Lots of vitamin E.
Lots of oomph to your salad.
That's right. So you just kind of like finished my paragraph for me.
By saying throw them in your purse.
Right, there you go.
It was adding to the action.
Right. So, and then, so simple reflections, let me get back to this real quick.
Okay.
Is, to make sure, is not when people are saying word for word, repeating back what the client has said. Like they have a little parrot on their shoulder that's going, you have to rephrase it or restate what they've said. And the simpler, the better.